All right, let's get to it. We're going to talk about aura. We're going to talk about the masculine aura specifically. Because here's the thing, we see the memes all the time: aura plus 1,000, aura negative 2 million. We see all these memes, but we don't necessarily know how we can actually max out our auras. And the aura that most men are trying to max out is their masculine aura. So I'm going to explain to you how you can do this in a simple framework. Now, as you know, I always talk about becoming multidimensionally jacked, right? And the way that you max out your masculine aura is by maxing out on those 5 pillars. Now, what are those 5 pillars? Physically, mentally, financially, socially, and spiritually. Those are the 5 things you need to max out to exemplify your aura. Why do you need a high masculine aura? The reason for this is because the minute that you have a high masculine aura, you will be perceived differently. You'll be taken a lot more serious. People will start to do things for you based on what you need. You will stop feeling like you are nobody. You're just a worm that's going by. You will stop being seen as a cretin. A cretin is somebody who's not smart. A cretin who is somebody who's not intelligent. So how do you maximize this aura? Let's get into it. The first thing you need to do is you need to max out the physical statistic of the masculine aura, and that is your body. You need to get under 15% body fat. Anything over that it can vary, right? But if you're under 15% body fat, your face will look appealing, right? You won't need a big beard like most of these people need. You will have a chiseled jawline. You will have an athletic physique, not a bodybuilder physique, but an athletic physique that shows that you're capable of damage when you need to. It will also allow for you to have more energy as well. And energy, as you know, increases your aura. So make sure that you're under 15% body fat. That's number one. All right. Number two, make sure that you are visibly strong and you're actually strong. I say this because, again, a lot of bodybuilders are visibly strong, but they're actually extremely weak. Their range of motion is very weak. So you need to make sure that, again, your range of motion is strong. Make sure that you can actually functionally move, right? This means going to a fight gym, learning how to fight, combat. This is going to make you extremely capable, right? The next step is going to be mentally, right? You need to mentally max everything out for in terms of your mind. So this means reading books that are out of your comfort zone, reading history books, reading books from authors who have came from the past. There's a term, you can look this up on Google. It's called the Lindy theory or Lindy books. What are Lindy books? Books that have tested the time, right? They're the test of time, and they have never been irrelevant. They've always remained relevant. You need to read these books, not the new books that people are writing that are basically based on old books, but old books that have the same principles that will apply now. Philosophy books, history books, right? Economic books, books on basic economics, right? Economic theory. Read books about money, read books about the mind. Read these books, read esoteric books that can teach you a lot about energy, and they can teach you a lot about different things that you might not understand. Quantum physics, read books about that. Read more books to get mentally maxed, right? That's the mental side. Now let's look into the financial side. You need to financially max yourself out. And the way that you do that is by increasing your ability to create income from nothing. This is what it is. A lot of you right now, you may be working a 9-to-5 job. Nothing wrong with that. But there's a very horizontal path that you take when it comes to getting a 9-to-5 job. There is no linear exponential growth, right? You simply just have a straight line path. To get that exponential growth, you need to develop a skill set. Learn a skill. Learn a skill that you can master. Copywriting, sales, learn marketing, right? Of all types. Copywriting falls into marketing. You can learn how to build funnels. You can learn different skills. You can learn software engineer or coding. You can learn these different tangible skills that you can use to then sell to other people so that you can make money for your services. And as you get better, you build a personal brand for yourself and you showcase who you are. Again, you're going to have to fill in all of the other areas of having a positive and strong masculine aura to be able to maximize on your personal brand that you put out online. Basically, you in digital form, what people consume of you, right? So once you've developed that skill set, you've sold it to some people, you have some proof, or even you have a skill set, you haven't sold it yet, you build the brand online. And by the way, if you need help with building your personal brand, especially on YouTube, because it's king right now, everyone's flocking to YouTube. Everyone wants to create on here because the algorithm is fresh. People are watching it to be educated. People are watching it to be educated to buy. This is the best place to do it. Links in the description. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it's my weekly group coaching that I do with men who are looking to build their personal brands on YouTube. Very, very simple. All right. So build the personal brand. The personal brand will be able to last in eternity. As long as the internet is around, your personal brand will always carry you. It will always generate you revenue. It will, no matter what skill you tend to learn, any new skill that you learn, you can use the personal brand to then be able to maximize your income. So that's the other thing. That's financial, right? Then you can learn to invest. Invest the money that you're making through your personal brand, through the skill that you've learned. Invest it in the stock market, right? Maybe it's mutual funds, right? Maybe it's learning to invest in crypto. Maybe it's learning to invest in futures. Whatever vehicle, or real estate, whatever vehicle you want to learn how to invest in, go learn that skill as you're making the money. So when you make a certain amount of money for the minimum investment threshold, you can then be able to deploy that money and make more money. That's how you multiply your money. You make your money through your skill and your personal brand. You multiply your money, right, upwards by investing it, by having it work for itself, having your money work for you. Next, after financial, we have social. You need to be able to max out your social stats, right? What does this look like? Now, this phases into everything else because there's one level of thing in the social realm that you need, which is confidence. How does a man gain confidence? How do you gain masculine confidence? You gain masculine confidence through all of your competencies, things that you've been able to accomplish, things that you've been able to do. You've been able to get your body in great shape. That builds your confidence because you did something. You're able to make money regardless of the economic situation. You have a skill set that you know will always make you money. That will give you confidence, right? You have a brand for yourself. That will give you confidence. You're creating things. The more that you do things, the more confidence you'll be able to get. Another thing is your eye contact, the way that you look at people. This is social, right? When you look at people who have very high masculine aura, when they look at people, people can see the experience in their eyes. They can see the depth that they have inside of them. This is not all about aesthetics and cosmetics. None of that. That's not what aura is about. It's about the energy that you hold inside of you, and not on an esoteric level, but necessarily on the experiences that you hold. Your eyes are the portal to your soul. Your eyes are the portal to your entire life. If your entire life has been building very valuable experiences, doing very hard things and accomplishing big things within those realms, and actually challenging yourself, it will show. People will respect you more. You'll have almost like a lion's eye. When you look into a lion's eye, you know that it's dangerous. You know that it's been through a lot. You know that it has had many experiences that can affect you. That is what you need to have. You need to have those lion eyes, those tiger eyes. Forget lion, tiger eyes. You have to almost look like you're the most dangerous man in the room, but you have this poise to you. Right? This goes into body language. Open up, right? While you have that aura in your eyes, you have that thing that when people see you, they know you have a wealth of experiences. They respect you. Now you need to lower their guard. You need to use your hands when you speak. You need to smile a little bit more, right? So that way you don't seem intimidating. You have to broaden your shoulders. Have your shoulders be up, right? Straighten out your spine. The way you do that is through the training that you do. Make sure that you're staying straight every time that you train. Everything correlates, by the way, right? And also when you speak, you need to be able to articulate yourself. This is going to help you make more money because then you'll be more articulate. You'll make more sales. You'll be able to generate more attention online. This is how I do it, right? Articulate yourself. This goes back to reading books. Everything aligns, as you can see. The more books you read, the more your vocabulary is going to increase. And when you read those books, I know everyone talks about speed reading. Speed reading is one thing to be able to take on information. But when you're reading to improve your speech and your articulation, You're going to want to be able to read with your voice in your head. You're going to want to be able to voice out mentally everything that you're reading. This is what's helped me tremendously, right? You're going to want to be able to speak on camera. When you speak on camera, even if you're not good yet, this is what I tell my guys in my group, even if you're not good yet, the more reps that you put in, the better you're going to get. You're going to want to talk to people and voice everything out. Don't have any slurs, no uhs, no ums. Speak, and when you don't have anything to say, silence yourself. Give yourself silence, like what I just did right now. When you're done speaking, close your mouth. Don't say, and then just talk very quickly. Speak slower. Speak slower. Use your mind to be able to articulate the next words that you want to say, and speak in a manner that is masculine and has a high aura attached to it. Right? And also understand human psychology when it comes to the social side. Understand how people think. Read books on psychology. This goes back to reading and the mental maxing, right? Read books on psychology, dark psychology. If you're a dark triad person, right, you may have some tendencies in the dark triad. Go look up the dark triad if you don't know what it is, right? These are the dark traits that the 3 big dark traits that people have, right? So you want to be able to understand psychology, understand how people are using you that understand psychology, so you don't get affected by it socially. Understand how you can influence other people through their psychology, through what they want, through their desires. Learn psychology. Understand how to communicate to somebody on a psychological level. This is what you're going to need to be able to socially max yourself out. Go to events and practice these things. Practice this with people that you go to the grocery store and you meet. Take the headphones out of your ear when you're going to social places like the grocery store, like anywhere. I used to have headphones in everywhere I went. I stopped doing that and I started interacting with the outer world, and it improved my social skills, right? That's the social side. Now, the last point, spiritual. I know you're going to be like, well, what is this guy going to talk about spirituality? This is so stupid. It's so pie in the sky. It's not. It's real, right? But I want to talk about it from a purpose perspective. Align yourself with your purpose. Align your actions with your purpose. If you need to, take 10 minutes a day and meditate and let your mind wander. Let your mind think and ask your mind questions on, what is my purpose? What do I like? Meditate on your deathbed. When you're dying, see the things that you actually wanted to accomplish when you were living. Those are the things you need to do while you're living now. That is your purpose. And sometimes your purpose is scary because you don't think that you can do it. This is where the confidence comes in. You have to be confident in your abilities. You have to be confident in yourself to be able to do that. So you need to be able to meditate. You need to be able to align with your higher purpose. And every action that you take from now moving forward is towards your purpose. This is what's going to literally level your aura up so high that people literally will not know how to speak to you because they're so impressed with how you present yourself, with how when they don't even want to look into your eyes because you have something. You have something in there. You're going for a purpose. You have a deeper understanding of life. You have deeper experiences. You have deeper things to offer the world. This is how you level up your masculine aura. This might be one of the most important videos that's going to kickstart your way to improving your aura, your masculine aura. Share this with a friend who needs to develop their masculine aura. Share this with anybody who you may even think needs this. Watch this, rewatch it, watch it again and again and again until these principles, this framework is drilled into your brain, and get to work. Conquer the world, conquer your life, conquer yourself, conquer YouTube, right? Links are in the description if you're interested in working with me on that. Sign up to the free newsletter, right? The free newsletter. Once you sign up to that, you get access to my free 5 pillars of becoming a multi-dimensionally jacked man, which you can now understand these principles that I'm saying even more, right? It goes into a little bit more detail. But I appreciate you, and I'm going to catch you on the next video.